So we're going to talk about an educational segment today about how to enter and exit using multi-time frame, right? So multi-time frame strategy is like a three-dimensional strategy. So you want to focus on various time frames. So we got a 5-minute here on Shopify, the 1 minute, and the 1 hour time frame. Okay. So the 1 hour time frame, what we want to use is this to find levels of support and resistance. And we want to see where the price is consolidated and started to bounce from, right? For example, we see right here at the bottom, price rejected this level for going down, so buyers stepped in. And how we want to confirm this is we want to look at volume, right? So every time price came to this level, we can easily see that buying pressure stepped in each time around this area, right? So that convinces us that there's buyers here that are still willing to purchase at this price. Shopify is down from its all-time highs quite a bit. So this is where big money could be looking to accumulate, right? And what we want to pay attention to next is where did the selling start from? So we can clearly see that this is one level right here. Okay. So we just mark these levels, right? This is a level of resistance. And then the smaller time frame we have, or the lower level we have, is right here right now, which is this little zone. Okay, we can see price consolidated here, a low volume here, and then it finally broke down with a huge sell, and it pushed all the way down to here. So this is where we want to identify where there was low liquidity. So we can see a volume lower than usual, and you can identify that like these are high volume days and these are low volume days. And we can see that volume has consolidated here for quite a bit, and then it broke out, right? So now when the price is going to go back up, we know that it's going to go back and it's going to extend past this level if it wants to continue higher, right? So the level of interest that we want to see is we want to see more buyers continue to come in. If buyers do not come in here, we're going to see this level get rejected and Shopify come back down here, okay? So right now, we do have a good conviction here. We have buyers here more than sellers. We have more buyers here on this day. We have the 20 crossing over the 50. So the 50 is the blue and the 20 is the white here, and it's crossing above. Okay, so it's a nice push up, right? So we can see every time it did cross above, it gave us a nice little play to the upside. Okay, so today we took a scalp on Shopify, and that's what I want to focus on. So if we look at the 15-minute time frame here now, I'm just going to switch this over. Okay, so looking at the 15-minute time frame, what we want to pay attention to here, I use the volume profile. Okay, so the volume profile, we want to focus where the nodes are high, right, where it's pushing out really aggressively. Like, so this area is an area of interest. All right, and so we can see right here on the 15-minute that this is where buyers are still sitting, right? And I want you guys to pay attention to these crosshairs that I'm looking at right here. So if you guys look at this, right, and where that level is, we can see a huge wick on the 1 hour time frame, which is right here. So if we look at this area, that's the huge wick that pushed Shopify to the next level up here, right? So we see right in the morning, this level does get tested, and now we're getting a huge area of volume profile right over here, right? This is an area of resistance right for now. If buyers can step into this area, we know we can make a quick push all the way up to 675 in this zone right here. If buyers cannot step in, if we see volume currently is declining, we need volume to pick up. If volume does not pick up here, we're going to see a come back down and retest this area here. If this breaks, we're going to go back all the way down to about 562, right? Now, how did this help me take a trade today, right? So looking at all this information, when we saw price come back down to this level here on the 5-minute time frame, you could see buyers start to step in, right? As buyers started to step in, this was an easy trade for me as price was above the VWAP here and the EMA. If you haven't watched the previous video, I do have one explaining how to use the 5-day EMA and the VWAP to get in. So have a look at that. So if we look at this right here, this area, this is a good area of entry, and we can see that on the volume profile. This is where the big profile was, so more buyers added to their positions here for now is what we can tell, and it pushed Shopify up here, and we caught that quick scalp. Right now Shopify did test the opening range here, so there is a strategy about opening range break. For now I won't get into that. So this tested this level because whenever a stock goes one way, it moves in waves. If people are going to take profits, it's going to pull back here, right? Don't get faked out. This is where the big level is, right? Shopify can continue to run to the upside. We have an uptrend, we have the 20 above the 50, we have volume stepping in on the hourly time frame. These small pullbacks are very normal. The only way to exit a trade is if it fails your stop loss. So you have to have a stop loss. Like my stop loss is way down here at 585 because I got in about here at this push up. So if it comes down and hits my stop loss, I'll exit. So always use the multiple time frame, use the volume profile to find areas of support and resistance, and pay attention to where volume is being added. Right now, volume is decreasing. The selling volume hasn't picked up yet. So to confirm that more sellers are coming in than buyers, we'll wait and see how the rest of the day pans out. But if more buyers come in, we can see Shopify easily go up to 678, 680. All right, guys. So this is a quick tip on how to use multiple time frames to find an area of entry, and to get out or exit. That depends on you and what your risk tolerance is and what your profit taking style is. Like some people, I know there are scalpers, they would have gotten out right here or at the push above because they're trading options. If you're trading shares, you may have a little bit more leeway because you have more time on your side. So always be careful in choosing your strategy. But just this is one quick way or one tool that you can add, looking at the hourly time frame and looking at the breaks, right? All right, hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did enjoy it, please comment and like and subscribe to the channel.